Kemi Badenoch could be in hot water for misleading the House not once but twice as she finds herself embroiled in side-by-side scandals. The Business Secretary accused former Post Office Chairman Henry Staunton of lying in Parliament after he alleged that the government had ordered him to stall compensation to subpostmasters caught up in the Horizon scandal. In a statement to the Commons, she said that there was no evidence whatsoever of his account and branded it a blatant attempt to seek revenge for his sacking.
Allegations were made against the government, my department and its officials by Henry Staunton, the former chair of the Post Office, over the weekend. These allegations are completely false, and I would like to make a statement to the House so that honourable members and the British public know the truth about exactly what has happened. I would like to address three specific claims that Mr. Staunton made in his Sunday Times interview, claims which are patently untrue. First, Mr. Staunton alleges that I refused to apologise to him after he learnt of his dismissal from Sky News. That was not the case. In the call he referenced, I made it abundantly clear that I disapproved of the media breaking any aspect of this story. And out of respect for Henry Staunton's reputation, I went to great pains to make my concerns about his conduct private. In fact, in my interviews with the press, I repeatedly said that I refused to carry out HR in public. That is why it is so disappointing that he's chosen to spread a series of falsehoods, provide made-up anecdotes to journalists, and leak discussions held in confidence. All of this merely confirms in my mind that I made the correct decision in dismissing him. Second, Mr. Staunton claimed I told him that someone's got to take the rap for the Horizon scandal, and that was the reason for his dismissal. That was not the reason at all. I dismissed him because there were serious concerns about his behaviour as chair, including those raised from other directors on the board. My department found significant governance issues, for example, with the recruitment of a new senior independent director to the Post Office board. A public appointment process was underway, but Mr. Staunton apparently wanted to bypass it, appointing someone from within the existing board without due process. He failed to properly consult the Post Office board on the proposal. He failed to hold the required nominations committee. Most importantly, he failed to consult the government as a shareholder, which the company was required to do. I know that honourable members will agree with me that such a cavalier approach to governance was the last thing we needed in the Post Office, given its historic failings. I should also inform the House that while he was in post, a formal investigation was launched into allegations made regarding Mr. Staunton's conduct. This included serious matters such as bullying. Concerns were brought to my department's attention about Mr. Staunton's willingness to cooperate with that investigation. So it is right that the British public know the facts behind this case and what was said in the phone call where I dismissed Mr. Staunton. Officials from my department were on the line. It was minuted, and a readout was sent after it took place. Today, I am depositing a copy of that readout in both libraries of the House so the honourable members and the public can see the truth.
But unfortunately for her, Staunton has kept the receipts, with a memo outlining that there needed to be a plan to hobble compensation up to the election and not rip off the band-aid all at once. And it's not the only instance of Badenoch playing fast and loose with the truth either. She has also told MPs that trade talks with Canada are ongoing, only to be shut down by the country's High Commissioner to the UK.
The rules of origin which he's referring to are still something that have not fully been decided. That comes in March. We are working with our counterparts in Canada. I think she's confusing the discussions on rules of origin with cheese, two totally different issues.
Ralph Goodale has written to Liam Bryan, the chair of the Business Committee, to challenge her account. He said there have been neither negotiations nor technical discussions with respect to any of the outstanding issues, contrary to what Badenoch said. Bryan has since demanded that the Business Secretary correct the record on the trade talks, saying it is essential that the Secretary of State explains why the Canadians' account of talks is so utterly at variance with what she told the House of Commons.